Hi everybody, hope you are doing well. Welcome to the VARC session. So here we are going to continue with a series of 100 not out where we are solving 100 para-based questions. So before we begin, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Juhi Narula. I've done my bachelor's in technology and master's in business administration. I have 12 years of experience in training students for CAT, GMAT and JRE. I also happen to be a life skills coach and a content creator. This is the Telegram channel. Please join the Telegram channel so that you get the notifications for all the upcoming sessions and classes I take on YouTube and also on Unacademy's app. Now, apart from the wonderful sessions that we offer you on YouTube and on Unacademy's platform, we have two subscription plans also for you, which will help you get better to perform well in CAT and other management entrance tests. So we call these subscription plans Plus and Iconic. And Plus, there are live classes, there are weekly tests, study material is provided, there's unlimited access to the sessions, and the courses are structured. In Iconic, you get all the benefits of Plus. Apart from this, there would be a personal coach who's going to handhold you in your entire journey of preparation. There's a detailed study planner which is provided. Then there is one-on-one live mentoring, detailed test analysis, and expert guidance. You can go for Plus or Iconic subscription depending on the year in which you are attempting the paper. Also, Iconic is more personalized. So if you feel that you would be needing continuous guidance, you can opt for Iconic subscription. You can use the code JNLife10 to get a 10% off on any of the subscriptions. The same code can be used to unlock the special classes on Unacademy's platform. You simply need to go to the app, download Unacademy's app. You simply need to go to the Play Store and download Unacademy's app and unlock it using the code JNLife10. The same can be used to participate in the combats. Currently, we are having all India mock tests. So two have already happened. One is scheduled for this Saturday. These tests are free and there are a lot of interesting features associated with the reports that you're going to get. You're going to get detailed video solutions. Then there would be strategy sessions by experts. Then there would be detailed report card provided. You would be able to understand where do you stand because it's an all India test. You will be able to rate your performance in totality also. So do appear for the test, right? So let's begin. We are going to solve a very interesting reading comprehension today. So you can quickly give it a read. While you read, please keep in mind that do a lot of scratch paper work. Observe transition words. What are transition words? Words like furthermore, moreover, in addition to, yet, nonetheless, thus, because. So these words help you understand how the discussion is proceeding. So these are important words that really help us decode the passage in an easy fashion. So please do observe the transition words. And while you read the sentence, try to write one or two key words per sentence. If you feel that the discussion is too intense, always pay attention to the opening and the closing statements because that's where usually you will be able to sort the main idea questions. So you would be able to know what is the discussion all about and you will get that clarity, right? So please read it. Ensure that, again, I'm repeating the fact that please use the scratch paper work for verbal as well. In quant, you do it and you must have seen how accurate your results are, how clear your answers are, and how confident you feel. So we don't do in verbal, so usually we find students really facing a lot of difficulty. So I would strongly recommend to use scratch paper work that helps you stay focused. Also, while you are reading, keep other two goals in mind apart from staying focused, that you should be able to answer all the general questions without revisiting the passage. By general questions, I mean passage based questions, questions which are based on the entire discussion. So this can include primary purpose question, which means why the author has written the entire passage. Then main idea, what is the author talking about? Then tone, how is the author writing the passage? How is he feeling while he's doing so? And then the last would be structure. So how the ideas are placed, how the sequence of events have happened in the discussion. So for all such questions, you should be able to eliminate the answer choices without revisiting. Because if you are going to revisit, you have to read the entire passage again, which is practically not possible. So the third goal is for specific questions where we are not dealing with passage as a whole, but some portions of the text, you should know where to go back. You should go back. So I'm not saying that you should be able to retain the entire thing. It is very difficult, not possible. So it's better to revisit the passage, but you should know where to go back. So keep all these agendas in mind and map this passage. We'll soon start with the discussion before we move to the next slide. Okay, I'm sure you must have read it by now. So let's quickly start reading it. So we'll do some mapping so you'll come to know how your page scratch sheet should look like. So let's quickly begin. Now see the first sentence is the extent of nation's power over its coastal ecosystems and the natural resources in its coastal waters has been defined. So nation's power over what? Over coastal ecosystems. So this is one point over the coastal ecosystems. We'll just market that we are talking about nation's power over coastal ecosystems. This is one thing. And the natural resources in its coastal waters. So, how much power a nation can show over coastal ecosystems and natural resources in its coastal waters has been defined by two international law doctrines. So, what are those international law doctrines? You can write law doctrines, you can write nations power, or whatever important words you feel will help you get better understanding or better focus, or you'll be able to revisit better in an intelligent way. So this is highly personalized approach. You can work as per what your understanding says or how it clicks for you. So there are two international doctrines, and what are those international doctrines? Freedom of sea and adjacent state sovereignty. Sovereignty is freedom. So until the mid 20th century, so I will write 20th century or I will write mid 20th century. So any number that you are finding, any proper noun you are finding, there's a good possibility that the question can come from there. So it's always wise that in your scratch pad you should know where mid 20th century was talked about. Don't fetch the answer by just the scratch paper that you are no scratch paper work that you're doing. It's always wise to get back, but um, use scratch paperwork to relocate the information from the text, right? So until the mid 20th century, what was happening in case the question comes, we know where to go back. Most nations favored application of broad open seas freedoms and live. So they are talking about to freedom of the seas and limited sovereign rights over coastal waters. So that's what they, nations favored. Nation had a right to include within its territorial domain only a few narrow band of coastal waters. So, what was the trend? 3 miles from the shoreline. So you can write 3 miles from the shoreline. So that's how it decided. A nation had the right to include within its truth whatever the territorial domain is. Territory means the region the nation is in control. Dominion only a few narrow band of coastal water. So usually till 3 miles the water belonged to the nation, within which it had the authority but not the responsibility to regulate all activities. So within 3 miles, you could, you had the authority but not the responsibility to regulate all activities. That means you can do it, but you're not always supposed to do it. I mean, it's not a compulsion for you. So then there's a transition, but because this area of territorial domain was limited, like that set a restriction, most nations did not establish rules for management or protection of their territorial waters. So rules, no rules for territorial management. So I'll write territorial management like this. You can write your own way, right? So what are we talking about? Once you read the entire passage, create a map in your mind so that you have better understanding of what was flowing. Don't get into the details, but how the extent of nation powers over its coastal ecosystems and natural resources in its coastal waters was defined by two international law doctrines. What are those doctrines? Those have been mentioned. Now what was happening till mid-century, that has been discussed about that. You had only a narrow band of coastal waters which extended up to 3 miles. So that has been talked about, and within which you had the authority but not responsibility to regulate. Now there's a transition word, but because this area of territorial domain was limited, the most nations did not establish rules for management or protection of their territorial waters. Since the area was very restricted, so nobody thought of it. So that's what the discussion is suggesting. Now let's move to the next slide. Quickly read it, do it in the similar fashion as we did with the first paragraph of the passage, so that you are able to have more involvement with the text. I'm sure you must have read it. So let's start with the discussion. So, regardless of whether or not nations enforced regulation in their territorial waters, large ocean areas remained free of control or restrictions. So, they are saying that, since every nation had a limited coastal region water area, so whether the laws enforced regulations were there or not, large ocean areas remained free of control. So, this is basically the situation. So, you can write large areas of ocean remained free. So it was under nobody's control. The citizens of all nations had the right to use these unrestricted oceans for any innocent purpose, including navigation and fishing. So how this area could be used, you can simply write how. Except for control over its own citizens, no nation had the responsibility, let alone the unilateral authority to control such activities. अब वो कोस्टल एरिया सबके नेशन के लिए लिमिटेड है, तो जो बाकी वाला ओशन का एरिया वो फ्री है, तो उसमें कोई भी एनी पर्सन कैन डू एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ एन एक्टिविटी, राइट? एंड except for control over its own citizens. So if it's happening in countries X region, maybe you can control the citizens of country X, but no nation had the authority, responsibility to control such activities in international waters. And since then, very few standards were of conduct that applied in open seas. There were few jurisdictional conflicts between nations. So there were few conflicts also that happened. Again, the point is very clear, since the you have limited control till 3 miles. So beyond that, whatever is happening, you can control with your citizens, but otherwise you can't. So lack of standards is traceable to popular. So how this trend happened? So there are no lack. There is no standard set here. So there is lack of standard that's traceable to popular perceptions held before the middle of the century. So perception, you're dating back. So you can write perception, the middle of the century. So you are tracing back the information. By and large, marine population was not perceived as significant problem, in part because the adverse effect of coastal activities on human ecosystems were not widely recognized. So basically, they are saying that if there was any adverse effect on the ecosystem, that was not identified. And pollution. So what are the reasons why it was not perceived significant? So you can write not significant, and reason one is here. And pollution caused by human activities was generally believed to be limited to that caused by navigation. Now there is this transition moreover. So you know that we are talking about other point. The freedom to fish or overfish was an essential element of the traditional legal doctrine of a freedom of seas, and no maritime of relating to or bordering on the sea of maritime province country wish to see limited. So there are 3 points placed. And finally, so you know that it's being talked about that why it was not perceived significant. So question comes, why it was not perceived significant, where to go back, right? So that's the idea, that what was the traceable opinion before the middle of this century. So we know where to trace back the information. So that's how transitions help when you're observing the words moreover, and finally, the discussion is building in the forward direction. So now coming to the last part of the paragraph. Yeah, so this is the last part of the paragraph. To date, controlling pollution and regulated oceans resources have still not been comprehensively addressed by law. So basically, they're saying that controlling pollution, this is one thing, and regulating ocean activities has not been not addressed by law. But international law established through the customs and practices of nation does not preclude such efforts. And two recent developments may actually lead to future international rules. So, what are the recent developments? You can just write recent developments. Firstly, the establishment of extensive fishery zones. So, this is one point. Extending territorial authority as far as 200 miles out from a country's coast, it has provided the opportunity for nations individual to manage large ecosystems. So this is the first rule that has been talked about. This opportunity combined with national self-interest in maintaining fish population could lead nations to reevaluate policies for management of their fisheries and to address the problem of pollution in territorial waters. So uh, that initially which was 30 miles has been extended to 200 miles out from a country coast, and that point has been elaborated. So you can know that recent development and how it is thought to be functioning has been discussed. Now observe the transition second. The international community is beginning to understand the importance of preserving the resources and ecology of international waters and to show sign of accepting responsibility. तो पहले कहा है कि भाई वो responsibility नहीं ले रहे थे. As an international consensus regarding the need for comprehensive management of ocean water resources, it will become more like international standards and policies for broader regulation of human activities that affect ocean systems will be adopted and implemented. So there are two things that are happening. International community is beginning to understand the responsibility, and first, the territorial authority has been, stretched to 200 miles out from the country's coast. So how it will function, what will be the output, how it is thought to be, addressing the problems that has been discussed. So I hope we are clear with the flow of ideas. Now we can start and solve the question. So see, according to the passage, it means it's a retrieval question. Retrieval question means you are fetching the information from the text and you are going to answer the question. So until the mid 20th century, there were few jurisdictional disputes over international waters with cause. So you can go back to the text. Now we have talked about middle of the century. So these points are there. Ecosystem was not widely recognized. Pollution cause was generally believed to be limited. Freedom of fish was an essential element of the traditional legal doctrine. Country wished to see limited. So no maritime country wished to see it limited. And the technology that allowed exploitation of other ocean resources did not exist. So we know that lack of standard is traceable to the popular perception. So we know we can quickly read it and then go back to the answer choices. The nearest so over international waters, so the nearest coastal nation regulated activity is not mentioned. Few controls or restrictions applied to ocean areas. This is giving a broader term good for us. The ocean areas were used only for innocent purposes, not mentioned. The freedom of seas doctrine settled all claims. Extreme broad authority over international waters was shared equally among all nations. So ये तो हो ही नहीं रहा था, ये तो कह रहे थे कोई responsibility नहीं ले रहा. So reversal of what the text is suggesting. So B is going to be the answer. Now, according to international law doctrines applicable before mid 20th century, if commercial activities within a particular nation's territorial waters threatened all marine life in those waters, the nation would have been. So, what the nation could have been doing. So that's the question. So it's a the paragraph. So you don't know where to go back. So it's a general question. It's a reasoning question. So you can explore the answer choices. Formally censured by an international organization for not properly regulating it. तो mid century तक तो कोई laws नहीं, तो उसे censure मतलब कैसे करोगे आप? Called upon by other nations to establish rules, तो फिर तब तो कोई responsibility नहीं लेता था. Even this is irrelevant. Would have been able not required to place legal limits. हाँ, तो you can't place the legal limits because आपके पास कोई control नहीं है. So this is possibly we can keep allowed to resolve the problem as its own discretion. The passage does not suggest that. Permitted to hold commercial offenders liable only if they were citizens of the particular nation. So this also goes out. So what would be the correct answer? C for this question. I hope it is clear. So let's move to the next question. The author suggests before the mid 20th century, most nations' actions with respect to territorial and international waters indicated managing system in their territorial or international waters were given low priority, as we are saying that nobody was interested to take the responsibility. We can keep this. Unlimited resources तो हमें कहीं बोला नहीं है. Nations considered it their responsibility, तो नहीं समझते थे responsibility. A nation's authority over its citizenry ended at their territorial lines. So again, this is easy to eliminate. Although nations could extend their territorial domain, so this is nowhere mentioned that they could extend, and most chose not to do. So again, this can be eliminated. So correct answer is going to be A for this question. The author cites which one of the following as an effect of the extension of territorial waters beyond the 3 mile limit. So increased political pressure हटा दो, not discussed. A great number of jurisdictional disputes, great number की बात ही नहीं हुई है, हटा दीजिए. The opportunity for some people to manage large ocean ecosystems, this has been talked about. A new awareness of the need to minimize pollution, too narrow to be an answer. A political incentive not talked about. So C is going to be the answer. So see, if you are focused and if involved, you are involved with the passage, you will see a lot of clarity in reaching to the correct answers. The next question is, according to the passage, before the middle of the 20th century, nations failed to establish rules protecting their territorial waters. So the water appeared to be unpolluted. This was not the reason. The fishing industry would be adversely affected, not mentioned. The size of area that would be subject to such rules was insignificant. It was just like 3 miles, so nobody bothered. So yeah, we can keep this. The technology needed for pollution control and resource management did not exist. Again, easy elimination. There were few jurisdictional conflicts over nation sectorial water. So again, this is not the reason. So the area was not significant. So that is how we'll pick C as an answer choice. Now coming to the sixth question, the passage as a whole can be best described as. So it's a general passage, general question, how the ideas are flowing. A chronology of the events that have led to present day crisis कहीं है, ये तो बहुत strong language हो गई. Legal inquiry भी कहीं establish करने को नहीं कहा. Political analysis की बात नहीं हो रही. Historical analysis of problem that required international solution. हाँ, क्या trend चल रहा है and how people were thinking, so we can keep this. Proposal for adopting and implementing international standards for to solve an ecological problem. Again, easy elimination. So D is going to be the correct answer for this question. So I hope you enjoyed solving the passage. So keep practicing. Consistency is the key, and try to pay a lot of attention to questions, understanding, and eliminate as far as possible. Never pick an answer choice till you're very sure that the others are incorrect. And these are the upcoming batches which are starting. So this batch has already started. Two are yet to begin. So you can go for the expert batches, especially for other management entrance tests where you would be needing a focus effort, right? Now this is the best time to opt for CAT and other management entrance tests. After CAT, you have so many other management entrance exams to appear for. So if you are going to go for a planned subscription, you will find a lot of ease in managing the specifications of each test, right? So that brings in more confidence, better clarity, definite better results, right? And you can go for iconic subscription. You can go for 6 months if you're targeting 2021, 12 months if you're going for 2022, and 24 months in case you're targeting 2023. And we have extra LMP sessions with our iconic subscription, and this is valid till 31st October. So you get extra time with mentors, you get more time for doubt solving, you have more time for strategies. So all this really helps to increase your chances to get to perform better in CAT and other management tests. So this is the last chance. So there has been this offer extended where if you're going for 3 month subscription, you get additional 1 month subscription. If you're going for 12 or 24 months, you get additional 3 month subscription. So you can subscribe and you can use the code JNLife10 to further get a 10% off. And as I was mentioning in the beginning, so you can have the comprehensive evaluation for your CAT, and these tests are designed as per the new CAT pattern. So this is all India mock test for CAT 2021. So there would be a lot of features to have already happened. There would be live in-depth analysis. There would be a detailed performance report. There would be strategy sessions with top percentilers. Then you can benchmark your performance against CAT aspirants. And then there would be high quality video solutions provided. So all this will definitely help boost your scores. So please stay consistent, work very, very hard. See you soon. Take care. God bless.